suppose it's possible that even outside the context of this format, people would not be playing Blood right now. So I shouldn't be shocked.
Well, I'm not really surprised that no one's playing Blood, except I'm also surprised that no one's playing Blood. Like, I would expect to see more Blood, you know?
You would expect to see perhaps not a lot of Blood, but at least one by now.
Right,
Yes.
and I've seen literally zero. No blood. Nobody's bleeding anywhere. Like, what's going on? Lots of Band-Aids in this tournament. Oh, looks like we got
Got some
two
more drops
aggro?
happening. Yep.
Tempo Forest, perhaps.
Tempo
Gonna
Force,
have to
Tempo
imagine.
Sword. Albert already in hand. Now, the real thing that we're going to see is if he chooses to play this on 5 or hold it. I imagine he's going to play it on 5, but I guess we'll see the board state.
Not too much else to play so far, but there's a couple of draws between now and then.
I wonder if Albert is the only target for Mate Leader.
We're going to learn a lot based on
Yes.
whether or not this Meta Leader is played, because I think it's better to play the Meta Leader than the Whole Souled Swing here
Yes.
in a vacuum.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
Not a chance.
I was going to say, because then how many Mate Leaders do you play to always guarantee Albert? Just the one?
Probably 2 would be a good number. Value trade into Ancient Elf, very nice.
Yes. No clear way to answer this yet.
All right.
Still no way.
Oh, animated Albert. Wonderful.
Sky Knights are coming, but not for
I'm
one
sorry.
turn.
I'm just now seeing it. That's all. Like, again, handling things. Okay,
So, do you think passing is better than jamming and Whole Soul Swing?
No, I would have Whole Souled.
I think I would have whole soul swing. Yeah.
But would you have jammed the Vanguard in as well to get the 1/1?
Yes, because
Yeah.
that puts it to
1.
1, and then it's contested by the 1/1.
Right. I don't ever like passing if I can help it. That's for sure.
And if
Yeah,
that
I
thing
would
gets Evo
rather-
and Fate-
I think in most cases, or at least in some, maybe not most, but in some cases, I would prefer to pass is almost like a last resort, or if you really just don't want to do anything.
To be fair, it would not have done anything because he chose to evolve and kill the small follower anyway.
Right, but he couldn't have known that the turn before.
Right.
Right, and it would have forced that play, which was not necessarily the best play
Right.
in all situations. It just took options off the table for the opponent. This is a pretty amazing Aurelia, though.
Yes, this Aurelia will get a lot of work done. Clear the entire board by herself.
Well, not quite all of it.
Nope.
Forest player is probably looking to go as wide as they can on this turn in preparation for a Cynthia, if I had to guess.
Might also have another Ancient Elf. Nope.
And this is probably the Sword player's turn to clear.
Yeah, a bunch of different ways he could do this. He could Whole Souled, Quick Blader, and Unica, which I think should be the play. He could Alwitas, and Alwitas doesn't really do a lot of work on this board. So I prefer not to see that. But all right.
I think Alwitas is the weakest play to the opponent's Evolve.
Yeah. And he chose not to clear anything off of the board, which is also surprising to me.
Well, let's see if there's a Cynthia punish.
Cynthia would be pretty amazing right now.
Yes.
Oh yeah. No question.
I mean, do you think if he had this Cynthia, he would just jam it? Like, and he's like right now is. Yeah,
I
he's
wouldn't
just
even
not-
think about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like his turn's taking a little while, so maybe he doesn't actually have it. I think that's indicative of him not having it. Oh, he did have it.
Well, he
What
just wanted-
was the
I'm really confused by
Yeah.
that. Oh, maybe he wanted just space for the.
You don't need space though, because it's like you're
play
just
it
losing
first
one
and then
face damage.
attack.
Well, he would have to evolve the Cynthia anyway, right?
I
Oh,
mean,
right.
this
No, I'm
this
sorry. I get what
this
you're saying.
is-
Never
This
mind.
is a fine way to do it, I guess. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. I don't think he actually loses the face damage doing it this way.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
you just
All right,
jammed
this was fine.
Tsubaki, right? Okay. I was like, this.
100% Jam Sabaki here, yes. DarkClaymore was waiting for that one.
Right. Chooses
Trying
not
to save this Evo for Albert.
Which is good.
Well,
That's
it's
good
a pretty
play.
safe bet, I guess.
Guaranteed possibly 4 damage with Sabaki if he wants it.
Will of the Forest would clean up, but I don't think you would run that in a deck this aggressive.
No, I do not believe so either.
Hey, we don't know, man. Well, I don't know. Maybe he would.
Goblin and Will of the Forest do not mix well.
Well, no. I'm saying we don't know what's in his deck. He could be just running a random Will of the Forest. I don't know. I'm just saying, wouldn't count it out. I mean, we've seen some pretty wacky stuff so far. So
Wouldn't count it out, also wouldn't expect it.
Yes.
I think would be fair.
exactly.
Whole Souls are going to get a lot of things done next turn.
Yeah, and the Unica too is welcome here.
Yes. Oh,
Uh-oh.
never mind.
Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem.
No
Oh,
Whole
well,
Our
someone
hold
could-
swings are defective.
Souls. Ooh, unless this Maid Leader grabs an Aurelia. I think that's what I would shoot for, actually. Considering there's no Alberts to get. Grabbing a
Yeah.
front guard general is still a really good thing to grab.
But he won't be able
Can't
to play
play
it.
it this turn.
He can't play it this turn, but I think that's okay. It's not
Well,
like
next turn is going to be fatal. If there is a next turn.
Right.
he still has some board clear in him. I mean, he could play a Maid Leader Evolve and then Sabaki Jam and then just clear everything but the Fairy. So I don't think he's in danger.
He might just say whatever and just play the Unica instead and then go face with the Tsubaki and just hope that Albert can win next turn without the Evolve.
With the Evolve, you mean?
I'm with Evolve. Sorry. With Evolve. Okay, he opts not to do that.
I would have elected to draw the card first. I'm not sure what this sets up for.
He
I'm
did
very
part-
surprised that Tsubaki didn't go face.
Yeah, same here. I would think
he
that
did
the
a
Tsubaki-
mixture of the two plans, which I don't
Right.
think is effective. He didn't even
And then
play
he
the Maid
passed.
Leader.
Yeah, I'm really confused
Okay,
by this.
yeah, this I'm not very sure of. What are these guys' records?
Is there any consideration for not playing the Maid Leader? Like, why would
No.
you hold it?
No, I
0%
don't see why you
chance.
wouldn't play it.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally had nothing else to do. He couldn't play the whole sort, and now he's... Yeah.
fewer
kind of
targets for Sylvan Justice? Like, I don't even.
But even then, I still don't understand why.
The Tias are coming.
Okay, so now this is probably okay. So that changes things up. Now I'll probably just call. Although Maid Leader still seems like a fine option to start with.
This Goblin is gonna beat somebody to death if the right things are going.
It's true. I mean, he could also just double Whole Souled Swing, Maid Leader. He could call. It might
Well,
be
the
better to
double
do
sword would give him
Yeah, it would take the board back.
2 bodies. Right, yeah. Okay, I'm definitely... I like that play. Now...
I might actually just call this, just to clean it up without having to use an Evo.
Oh, what? No target?
So it is just to
So the
grab
deck was.
one Aurelia and one Albert.
Wow.
And he's got 2 Maid Leaders.
Wow.
Interesting.
That's why he didn't play
Very
Maid Leader.
interesting.
But again, I still don't know why you wouldn't play it. But
Yeah, even if it wouldn't have grabbed anything, I don't know why he wouldn't have...
Okay, this is why. Because it gives information to the opponent.
But like, you're trading information when you're behind for value, which isn't a good. If you were
I'm not
ahead,
saying it
I
was
could say-
correct.
Yeah.
But that was the consideration.
If you're ahead, concealing information is always good. If you're behind, stats-wise specifically, concealing information that way seems weird to me.
Looks like maybe a roach is about to hit the board, if I had to guess.
He might get punished for not clearing this goblin. For sure.
Well, if he's dead, he certainly was punished.
Right.
The ultimate punish, losing the game.
Okay, so
It's not a very
Yeah, there you
complicated
go.
roach lethal.
it.
So
Oh,
he's just,
wow.
He's just BMing. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, okay, man, you had the game, bro. Like,
Found his one roach
Hey.
to finish the job.
Roach math is hard.
apparently, no.
All right,
Apparently,
so Fatalis takes game 1. Yeah. Apparently the client is just gonna freeze after every. Oh no. Okay. So it's just it's like
Still
freezing sometimes, and then it's just going really slow sometimes. It's really weird.
right.
Spectating is bugging out today. Tell them not to start if you can. I doubt they'll see it, but
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna see it.
We're loading, right?
we are loading.
Your tears can't save you. Turn to stone.
It's like a pretty sweet Sauron eye.
Yeah, I never noticed that that's what was actually in the card art because, you know, I've never played Medusa Gaze in any of my decks.
Right.
But
Okay, so yeah, it looks like it is just taking us right in good.
All right, let me.
the game's probably playing a little bit faster, and then we're just going to catch up until we're in real time.
That's fine.
Alright, so we got Swordverse Haven. This is a very good curve.
1, 2, 3.
And then Lyrial for
Can't
4.
go wrong.
Okay, the standard turn 1 play
Mhm.
for Haven. One of my
You know what?
favorites.
We've seen every one of, I believe, every restricted card except Geno. I don't think we've seen a Geno, have we?
No, we have.
We saw
We
Gino.
have seen-
Mhm.
We saw
Dino,
Gino.
Dino had one. So is
That's
there,
right, I remember that
Is there
game,
any
though.
reason playing against Haven why you would play the Lyrial out on turn 2 instead of the Veteran Lancer?
No.
Maybe you're thinking the Veteran Lancer will actually get to block something big later in the game, and that's more valuable.
That's fair. Well, all that face that just happened.
Yeah, the sword's not too interested in blocking things right now. They're interested in hitting
In
things.
face. Okay, we got another Alana Sprayer.
Mhm.
So, okay, a very interesting situation. That, okay, Veteran Lancer comes down, and then you evolve the Lyrial.
Yes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
when
evolve
Lyrial
Lyrial.
lives, Lyrial's getting evolved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lyrial is such a good card.
Next turn, though, is shaping up to be potentially weak.
I don't
The
think
next
it
turn goes
matters.
forward?
Like,
No, this board is
Ancient
pretty.
Lion Spirit could make it matter.
That's true. Priest of the Coven
Yes.
is pretty good against the board as well.
However, buying those cards.
Whoa, don't start that train. Don't start the yawn train, please.
Those are contagious.
They are contagious. You ever tried
Well-
walking around in public just yawning when you don't even need to yawn and you see
You
everybody
see all
around
these
you
yawning?
yawn around
You're a
you?
madman. Stop. Don't give people ideas.
Alright, so
Okay,
pretty easy to clear up.
He has a.
Worth clearing up?
Mm,
I think
that
you just
novice.
ignore that.
Not even more, yeah.
That-
So novice
Yeah,
trooper,
you just go all face.
Yep.
100% face.
The one
There's
damage may matter.
I think you still. I think you just. Why would you trade?
Honestly, it doesn't matter that much. But yes, losing the 1 damage could potentially cost him in the end. But we'll have to see what the next turn is.
It's Alana, though. The opponent is definitely running a lot of heals.
There are definitely a lot of heals. And I
No,
guess
not
that's
too
There's
many
the
that
Alweda's
also clear the board.
right.
So I don't think he could heal enough that would. Nah, this isn't gonna do it. Alweda's gonna basically finish this off.
Yep.
So yeah.
7 left over, counting the Unica.
Like, if he didn't have 2 Alwedas and they were 2 non-storm units in his hand, then I would have traded. But yeah, having access to all the Alwedas, you're not worried about closing the game out, so yeah. It shouldn't have mattered to clear. Alright, so DarkClaymore taking that one.
Okay.
Getting his victory on.
Everybody's on the board. 1-1.
Gotta get your W's, man.
And now we're going to see Haven versus Haven.
This is what I've always wanted.
Well,
This
yeah,
is
you
the
get your
dream.
wish. You get your wish, man.
If everybody falls asleep, I will continue casting. I'm excited.
Well, you know what? I'm with you, man. Haven. I mean, I love Haven, so I mean, I rather wouldn't want to play through Haven versus Haven, but watching it, okay,
I mean, double the Haven, right? What's
Right.
what's not to love?
right. Just talk about Snorefest. It is a Snorefest, man. Like
It
even
can
playing
be.
through it. I mean, if it's 2 Storm Havens, no problem. You know that game's going to be over pretty fast. But this is obviously not 2 Storm Havens.
The Lucifer and Alana is pretty interesting. I never feel comfortable just playing Lucifer on 8, but you know, in Alana it makes a little bit more sense. It starts
I don't
to-
know if you would play it on 8 in Alana. Like
it's
I
kind of
think
like
Lucifer,
a mini curate, right? It's not that big of a difference.
But if you
know,
evolve it, then you're pretty discouraged from doing that.
right? I don't know. In my experience, I would not play Lucifer on 8 in Alana. If I had access to say curate or just to making a wider board, I wouldn't play Lucifer. That's just me.
Snake Priest is a great play here.
I hear 1/3 wards are good against 2/1s.
Yes.
Are they really?
Yes. Oh my.
Well,
Oh,
Black
goodbye.
Conscriptor happens to be good against those.
So this,
Straight to the Shadow Realm with you.
this should be a Uriel turn.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, grabbed a plea.
Well, it's probably not what he wanted.
No. He's definitely a little bit
Plea Cudgel is an acceptable turn.
Yes.
Could be worse. Especially after that Evo.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this Evo.
Going second, you have more to work with, but that still seemed a little wasteful. Found the Alana's Prayer anyway. Opts for the Lion's Spirit. I would have preferred to get the Sacred Plea down.
Same. This does
Why is
require
Lions?
a bigger answer.
Yeah, but why does? I don't know. I think I would have went with the priest plea, but I don't know.
There's one consideration, which is that Haven has difficulty dealing 5. Their Evos tend to be things that have 2 damage, and they go to 4 damage.
But as you're seeing here, even a Rabbit Healer with an Alana's Prayer can get the job
Right.
done.
Right, but there was no Alana's Prayer down
That's
until
true.
that.
That's
turn.
true. There we go. Now we're
Okay,
gonna start
now
seeing-
we're having Alana Wars. It's funny, like in the last memes tournament, Alana's Prayer was banned, and you saw the Haven deck of choice was either the PTP or it was Guardian Sun, and in this tournament, you see that Alana's unbanned and not restricted, and then you see tons of Alana's Prayer.
Yes.
I find that interesting.
Well, it's very good without Bahamut being in the format.
Right.
Bahamut shuts this deck off. That's why you don't see it on the ladder as much.
Yeah, exactly. Though, where are all the Storm Havens?
Right? I would definitely be playing
I would
Stormhaven.
think that Stormhaven would be amazing in this environment.
I love me some Stormhaven. I've been playing it like crazy lately.
So this is a slightly awkward turn. Priest of the Cudgel doesn't quite do it.
Radiant's Angel's fine here. You've also got Monastic
And then
Holy
you can
Water.
Monastic Holy Water. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't need to, but you can.
Well, he could evolve the Angel, ram it, and then Monastic Holy Water the Angel. But I don't know if that
No,
might matter.
the toughness
It's
doesn't
hard to
matter
kill
now.
Yeah, the attack is more important.
Yeah. The only thing.
Well,
that
he would
toughness
still.
matters-
Well, he would still. It would still go up anyway. I don't know. It would
No,
put
it
him
only
out.
goes at-
But it would also. I'm saying like it would put him out of Black and Scripture.
Yes, Black and Scripture would be the only consideration, which is where I was going. That's a big frog
Heal,
cleric.
heal matchups.
Most of their healing has been overhealing, though.
Right.
Yes. Not a lot of going face in this game.
So this is probably where Lucifer would do a lot of work. He becomes an immediate must kill. Obviously, it's not in his hand right now, but we know that he's running it.
Right.
I think my play this turn would be Priest, Healing Angel, and then just smash my Angel into his Frog Cleric.
Yeah, one heal makes the trade work, so that's not going to be a problem.
I guess
Now, why would he play the Monastic over the Healing Angel?
Especially,
I don't know.
especially right before he's going to draw with the Sacred Play. I feel like he could
Right.
use his resources a little bit more there.
Hence why I ask.
Yeah. I don't know, honestly. Only reason being is maybe he's afraid of Themis' Decree and he wants to keep having a steady flow of units.
That's fair.
But you're never going to... If you're afraid of Themis, you need to play just enough to get your...
Hard pass on 8.
That means that is pretty telegraphing. That telegraphs that he probably has a Themis' Decree in hand and didn't want to play it on just the Priest of the Cudgel.
Right.
Right, and I was just about to say that when you're trying to play around something, you need to also play just enough to get it to actually happen, because you can't play around it forever.
Right.
This will definitely get it to happen.
Yes. I think he could have let it happen with just one of the priests.
Yeah, this seems like an overextension. But if it's not, Papa Banish is here.
Papa Banish is there. I don't know what Haven could have that they would hard pass on 8 other than a handful of Themis' Decree and like Monastic Holy Water or something, but you'd still play the Holy Water to cycle, so.
Well,
Maybe we're about to have our minds blown.
Hard pass on 9?
we passed again? I don't know what's going on
Quote-unquote
here.
rigged? Like, what's happening?
This is where I start to think that Bahamut is in the deck, but then it's that's not against the rules or anything.
Well, why would it be against the rules?
Yeah, I don't know. Banlist format, Bahamut against the rules?
I'm so confused right now.
Okay, I really don't understand.
Oh, it could have been a bunch of healing prayers.
Oh no.
Ooh.
It was.
Yeah,
That's why.
Oh.
I was hoping to have my mind blown, and instead it was just healing
Well, you
prayers.
did have your mind blown. It's just not in the way you expected.
So Claymore took that one in a very interesting way at the end of that. The opponent just stuck on healing prayers and nothing to do with them.
That's really unfortunate, man. Really